Here we go, the boys. It's time for the finale. The season finale here for season number 2. And it is going to be a massive one. The Premier League title still to be decided. We are 7 points clear of Manchester City. They do have a game in hand. But there is also the opportunity for silverware elsewhere as we take on Fenerbahce in the Europa League over 2 legs. If we manage to beat Fenerbahce, we will play either Milan or Villarreal in the final. So the end of this month is set to be crazy. We're going to have to take on Chelsea as well in the league, which could easily be drop points there. West Ham, Newcastle United, Moneybags, Newcastle United, and then Burnley. The only place I see us dropping points in this one should be Chelsea and maybe Newcastle. They have built a pretty decent squad now. That's not going to give Manchester City too many chances or opportunities to be able to catch us in the league. I don't want to preempt things, but I actually believe we might win the Premier League in this episode and in season number 2. There was an injury, though, at the end of the last episode, but luckily for us, it's only a bruised shoulder to Mark Gahey, and he should actually be back for the first leg against Fenerbahce. And this will be the starting 11 for the first leg. This is actually going to be a quick sim. We're going to quick sim the first leg and then play the second leg. They've got João Pedro up top. No Harry Kane in this one for us. The man's got himself an accumulation of yellow cards, which means he can't play in this one due to a red. Still expect a decent result, though, here in the quick sim. This is a very good starting 11. Some of the rotation players now are brilliant, and it's duly delivered. 3-0 the victory. Edwards with a brace there. Or did he go on and actually get a hat-trick? No, it's Romero with the first goal. That sees us pretty comfortably through. I might actually sim the second leg as well and see who we end up getting in the final. Because Milan and Villarreal drew, so at this stage, we have no idea which of those two sides we could be playing. Milan have a very good squad and did very well in the Serie A last season, but Villarreal are very good at winning this competition. Let's get straight into this game then against Chelsea. I just want to pinpoint one thing straight off the bat. I have no idea how in the episode that we played against Chelsea in the Cup, I was calling Musiala Musala. I'm going to be honest, sometimes we record these episodes with very much a lack of sleep. Which does lead me to, if you are new around here and you haven't already, smash the subscribe button and hit the like button if you go on to enjoy the video. This is our starting 11, Son and Kane up top. Kane the captain, of course, Maddison in behind. 91 rated overall Kane. I want to point out that Lafont is 85 rated as well. A lot of players have started to go up now in this team. It's very exciting. Basuma and Skip will be that double pivot there. Spence on the right, Sessegnon on the left. Simakan, Tanganga and Lenley as our centre-back. I'm fully aware that we might not win this game, but we are going to give it our best shot. But if we could just take a point from this one, I would definitely see that as a good result. Now, Chelsea playing Williams up top, and I can only imagine that that must be Inaki Williams. Strength, physicality, and pace to burn. So he could cause me a problem or two. I'm not going to worry about him too much. I'm just going to worry about what we can do on the attack and then just play as smartly on the back line as possible. Now, last time round, we gave Musiala way too much room in the middle of the park, and they could just whip those balls across with the wide wingers. Hopefully, that's not going to be the case this time round. Chelsea are always a difficult team to break down just because of how many bodies they play at the back. Musiala. Oh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Yves Basuma. I thought I timed the tackle perfectly. I did not. This is not the way that I want to start this game, but it's going to be Raheem Sterling stepping up against Lafont. I haven't seen Lafont too many times at penalties, and Sterling's going to slot that one home to make it 1-0 Chelsea. We have somewhat been comeback kings in the past. Maybe we can do that again in this one. We're going to need to, regardless, if we are to take any points now from this game. Don't really have anyone to play that ball to. Waiting, and I actually found Spence in a good position. He might find Maddison. He's held off his man, James Maddison, to make it 1-1 against Chelsea. That is massive. Harry Kane really came back and helped the link-up play there. Fantastic ball from Spence. And just what, 14 minutes into this match, it's going to be 1-1. We're right back in this game then. And hopefully, we can push on from here now. Get some more goals. Going to take smart defending though. Lenley up against Ziyech is not ideal. That's a fantastic tackle though. I can say it's not ideal all day long, but that kind of tackle is unreal. Sessegnon now can power forward. Well then, Heung-min Son. Is James Maddison going to be that just double threat today for me? Maybe. James Maddison. Oh, nearly finding the back of the net. Not his strongest foot. That would have been perfect timing. Sessegnon now into Son. He really wanted that there, but I just could not find a way to get a shot off in that position. Try and fire it across. No way, Jose to Harry Kane, but we will have the corner. Heung-min Son's not bad at corners, and I'm better at corners. That's the biggest thing here. That's a good corner into Harry Kane. Oh my God, it's off the line by Chilwell. Unbelievable defending. That right there, it should have been 2-1. Well, that's a great ball into Skip. James Maddison does find Harry Kane in the end. He will turn, shoot, and fire it into the back of the net. I don't think he was offside. It is going to be 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur. And just like that, we're in the league. Maybe it's just one of those things when we play against Chelsea. Whoever scores first is not going to win the game. Puts Chelsea into a throw in here. Oh, that was dangerous. Don't want to be giving away another penalty. I mean, Buendia now. Out to Sterling. Sterling finally across into Williams. It wouldn't let me change back to Simicon, but Lafont saves it. Chelsea starting to put on the pressure. They do love a short corner. And hopefully get out to Raheem Sterling. I'm not. Oliver Skip might win that. Musiala won it. A lot of you guys really wanted me to sign him as well. And I'm in on this. I'm in on the idea of bringing in Musiala. He's an absolute beast. And Chelsea's season has been horrendous. Haven't really done anything all season. Like, they've really struggled. They're middle of the pack. I think they're 8th at the moment as we play this one. There's not a lot of games left. I don't know, actually, if they can get themselves much higher than where they're at currently. So it'd be interesting to see if we could kind of poach him away. He'd cost a lot of money. Oliver Skip in behind to Harry Kane here. He's got the strength, surely. Harry Kane in this position might be scoring again, and he does. It's 3-1 at Tottenham Hotspur. I don't even know why I questioned for a second when Harry Kane went clean through if it was going to find the back of the net or not, because of course it was. Now I can rest a little bit easier just now I've got that cushion, because Chelsea was still really pushing forwards, and I don't like Inaki Williams' movement, and I'm not going to like it there either. Lafont, get out to that. He does. Oh, they roll it across. And in the end, it works out perfectly for me. I feel like Lafont needed to get a little bit more on it than what he got on it, but I will take it. I've just realized as well, we're going to be uploading this on the first day for England in the World Cup. So predictions down below, if you would. We're playing against Iran, I think. So yeah, I'm definitely going to upload it later on in the day, because I feel like if we upload it earlier on, it will kind of clash with that. But yeah, just bear that in mind. But I hope you're enjoying the World Cup so far. I have actually watched the opening game with Ecuador today, and I thought Ecuador looked pretty good, but I don't know any Qatarian players. So, I mean, that helps. Spence here in behind. Is anyone going to get to him? Can I just play that? Oh, I thought that was going to be an own goal for a second. Chalobah ending up putting it out, but nailing into the back of his own goalkeeper's net. And Aki Williams has seen the door already here. Romelu Lukaku coming on. They've got two very physical strikers now on their side. And whip this one in with Son towards Harry Kane, who is on a hat-trick, might I add, and could well get himself a hat-trick. That is a great ball out to Heung-min Son, who fires that one across. Harry Kane! Oh my God, Harry Kane! He's back with a hat-trick. He had a little bit of a 50-50 episode last time out. This time it's a hat-trick. And we are seeing so consistently now, when we play against the big teams, it's either us or them, and whoever is the better of the two sides will score a lot of goals. I don't know how he gets that in. That is brilliant. Well, we might as well make a host of subs. I'm probably going to play a rotated side against Fenerbahce anyway in the second leg, because we're 3-0 up. But I think so far at the start of this episode are going really well. And usually, I'm not going to lie, the ones at the end of the season where the pressure is so high, I usually mess up as Raheem Sterling there fires it, though, unfortunately, straight at Lafont. Here we go. Could Chelsea break? Musiala with a good ball forward. Ended up with Lukaku. I thought we might have won that. Hakim Ziyech now up against Sessegnon. Gets across to Lukaku. Never going to really trouble the goalkeeper with a header like that. There's so many good players as well in this Chelsea team that, I don't know, maybe we could look at, because they've had a really bad season. And since they've had a really bad season, as it opens on up for Lucas Moura, the super sub, to make it 5-1. But with them having this horrendous season, it does open them up to start signing some of their players. They are a rival, I will admit that, but there are one or two players in this team that are far too good to be playing the Europa Conference, or not even European football at all at this stage. Here comes through Raheem Sterling. I've got no one who can catch him. No chat. Well in Simicon. Oh my God, and then he's giving it away. What are you doing there? Absolutely horrendous. Don't let Havertz fire off the shot. It's going to land maybe perfectly to Ziyech. I think he would have been offside. Back to Raheem Sterling. And that will be the full-time whistle. 5-1 against Chelsea here. What a way to start the episode for us. That man there, Harry Kane, going and picking up the match ball. 4 attempts, 3 goals. He was unplayable, and their strikers didn't really have that much of an impact on the game. I thought after the penalty, right at the start of the match, we were in big trouble, but super impressed with how we recovered. Feels like now we're only a couple of games away from winning this Premier League title. Before we worry about the Premier League title, we've got Fenerbahce again at 3-0 up. I really don't think we need to play this one. We're going to quick submit. We're going to leave it with the gods. It is rotated, but it is still an extremely strong Tottenham side. And I would firmly expect us to get the result again. I'd expect us to win it, to be honest, but we will take a 1-1 draw. João Pedro with a goal for them. Son scoring for us. 4-1 on aggregate. We are through to the final. Who we play in the final is the most important thing right now on my mind. And it will be AC Milan. Challenging for the Serie A this season, and I believe winning it last season. 3-2 on aggregate against Villarreal. That is a very difficult final. Don't actually know where the final will take place either. We won't find out that until later on in the episode. But next up is another trip to London and focusing back on the league. This game has massive implications for our season. So you can guarantee I'm going to play a very strong starting 11. Lo and behold, West Ham have Antoine Griezmann up top. So there's that. We also have Paqueta, who they signed recently. This is a strong starting 11. And Ndicka, who we want. Remember that? We really want Ndicka, but he just signed for West Ham. Clearly choosing the wrong club in London. Harry Kane, Son, and Maddison are top 3. Kulusevski on the right, Sessegnon on the left. Højbjerg, 86 rated Højbjerg now, next to Yves Bissouma, and it's Romero, Lenglet, and Simakan as our back line. Lafont back in the net. It seems absolutely crazy to me that we can win the title right now. It really does. It's blown my mind that in season 2, we don't look like we're going to get sacked. We've been here before, boys. If you're an OG of the channel, we have been here before. But this time, it doesn't feel like we're going to get sacked. It feels like we're going to keep our job. We're going to get that all-important 3rd season that you guys have always wanted. And the time and effort we've been putting into this series will have paid off. We're also back with the bubbles, though, and there's so many bubbles, and the bubbles are extremely annoying. If you've played against West Ham in this game, you already know the bubbles are very annoying. Mero picks up Bissouma, and we are going to play this ball very quickly into Harry Kane. He's going to loft that one over to Maddison. Didn't really work out. Great idea, but ball into Maddison was just a little bit tame. So far, so good defensively. We haven't really offered anything going forward. That was a bit interesting from Paqueta, but the ball across from Højbjerg was even more interesting. His passing in the last episode let him down a little bit, didn't it? But hopefully it's not going to do that in this one. We've got Sessegnon now out wide. Yeah, that's a Højbjerg. Højbjerg then trying to find Heung-min Son. Good pass, good shot. Oh my God, Son is absolutely stunning. He's so good at the football this season. It's unreal. The keeper's got to do better, but how's he find the back of the net from this position? I really hope he doesn't start going down next season, because we're going to need him in the Champions League. Can't keep putting him on the thumbnail either. He's been like shining so much this season, but I can't keep putting him on the thumbnail. He's had a lot of thumbnail time, and I can't just continuously put Son there. Well, that's a great ball forward now to Griezmann. It wouldn't take them much to get back into this. Souček. I thought Højbjerg was going to win that, but Bisouma's ball straight to Griezmann and Tavio. Just like that. We did not have the lead for long. West Ham make it 1-1. Griezmann's cheeky back heel there completely fooled me. Honestly, here we go. Right now, boom. Had no idea. Was dragging my man across Sessegnon. Didn't stand a chance, and now we have bubbles again, and nobody wants that. Unless you're a West Ham fan, I guess. Do the West Ham fans even like the bubbles, or do they find them annoying? Like, surely this is not fit and safe for the players. It would sting your eyes. And you can see the wear on this pitch. It's clearly from all the bubble residue that has been left. Go on then, Son. Højbjerg out wide there to Sessegnon. He probably can't do what Son did. Oh, but it doesn't matter, because he's kind of going off a West Ham player and be 2-1 Tottenham. Well, this might be the craziest 10 minutes we've seen for a while, but Sessegnon might even claim that one. Surely he can. There's no way they give that to Sess. No way. There we go. It's been given in his own goal, and it should have been an own goal all day long. But regardless, we are back in the lead, and that is all that matters. Can we keep it for a little bit longer this time? I would prefer that. Let's move into the second half now, with all the hopes and dreams that these bubbles will not stay on the screen long, and that we can find a third and put this game to bed. Here they come, Paqueta. Tried a good ball in behind to Griezmann, and he scores it. And again, lapse of judgment. The defence went to sleep. Bubbles in their eyes. And Griezmann there will score for West Ham. I wonder what he's done this season in terms of goals. Don't think he'll have scored too many. He didn't tell me there, which is a bit frustrating. But 52 minutes into the game and straight into the second half. And ourselves needing another goal again to win the league. Now, don't get me wrong. A draw here might actually win us the league. I don't know, but a draw here might actually win us the league. We don't know that at this stage. Heung-min Son, would have been spectacular. Harry Kane, Bentley saves it. What a save from Bentley that was. That surely should have been a goal. That's a good ball in. Harry Kane, that's it, the post. Bentley kept it though. We'll play it back to Harry Kane, who can turn and shoot, and now that will be 3-2. 2 bites at the cherry for Harry Kane. You can't be giving him that, West Ham. And we're back in the lead. What a crazy game of football this is. They literally have just scored and then I've scored. It's just insane. But that's a decent pass, isn't it? That is a great pass. Otavio, well in Sessegnon. And Lenley, don't lose that there. Sorry, it was Romero. Paqueta. Otavio gets across. Romero clears it. It wasn't. It was Lenley. I don't want to do my guy dirty there. Oh, Son, why did you stop running? And Dicker just got in your way. Maybe blocked your eyesight. I don't know, but I don't know why you stopped running there. This West Ham side are really moving the ball nicely with the passes. I think that is Skamaka that has just come on. He's a player at some point I want to use on this year's game. I don't think he probably suits this Tottenham side. Maybe would have suited a replacement for Harry Kane down the line. Who knows? But I don't think he suits us at this stage. Senior now. Finds Højbjerg. He finds Basuma for a thunderbolt. And it's well saved by Bentley. It was a fantastic save, but we've got some tired legs now. This is dangerous at 3-2. But we put so much time and effort into creating the squad depth here at Tottenham so we could compete in all tournaments that we have to put a bit of faith in the substitutes that they can see this one out. Good ball in. Not a bad chance for Romero. Sorry, Lenley. They wear the same damn boots. 4-2 Tottenham. Game done and dusted. There might be one last chance for a consolation here for West Ham as that ball is decent and Lenley clears it. But there won't be any time there. Surely now for a consolation. Only 2 minutes added on. We're on the football. The full-time whistle should go any second. There it is, 4-2 the victory, and Tottenham are Premier League champions. Now, I think we lift the trophy on the final home game. I'm not sure how it works on this year's FIFA. That's usually the case. If I don't get the trophy lift, I will lose my mind, because there's been several times now that we've won stuff and we haven't been given the trophy lift. Now, the next home game would be this one against Newcastle. I don't feel like we need to play it, but obviously I want to see the trophy lift. What I might do is sim it and then jump in, hopefully, for said trophy lift. Wonder if we played the moments, actually, if that showed us the trophy lift, because it does show you the end of game stuff in the moments, but I am worried that it won't. This is the starting 11 then for the Newcastle game, and we are giving the captain's armband to Harry Kane, because he deserves this. And Lloris just hasn't really played that much this year. We're going to play the highlights. We're going to do the entire highlights and just see what happens. And hopefully we will get the trophy lift here. There has been a few FIFAs in the past where I've not got the trophy lift. So I will lose my mind if we don't. I also want to see what the attacking highlights are like now. There has been some patches, so you never know. It might have changed. But I didn't like the highlights in the past. I thought they were pretty rubbish, to be honest with you. So I feel like I'm going to feel the same this time around. That's a great ball into Son, Naily. But that has to be just a little bit of a better lofted ball. We're going to see what it's like having Newcastle run at us and what kind of scenarios they throw me in. My defending recently has been pretty decent. Is it going to be the same here? It might not be. And that's a great ball across. Oh, that's a goal, surely. What is Lafont doing? Anderson makes it 1-0. I feel like Lafont should have done better there, though. Solo run now for Tottenham. And it's a good solo run because I'm going to get in Heung-min Son. And I'm pretty sure we all know what the outcome here will be. Son, cross to Kane. There we go. Gotta sweat it. I want to win the game. I want to beat Newcastle. And we're going to sweat it. 1-1. Jump all the way to the 64th minute. And a Newcastle free kick. I don't know how good they're going to be from this free kick. I have no idea how this is going to go. Am I just going to win it there? I am. And is that it? Yeah, maybe. Would have been nice if they let you break away sometimes when you win the ball back. That would be cool. What scenario am I in here? I am with Heung-min Son, with a solo run, who is very clever. He plays it into Kulusevski, and he's going to score it. And it is 2-1 Tottenham now. And we do have the lead finally in this game. Straight back to me as well with a counter-attack. Marcus Edwards now. There's a good ball into Harry Kane. He needs to get something on it. I tried to chip it. Would have been the way to go, but couldn't find the back of the net. But that is the full-time whistle. Now, show me the trophy game. Show me the trophy. You can see the fans. They're losing their minds. Does this mean that Tottenham are going to be lifting the trophy? There we go. We get the trophy lift. Finally, we get to have this moment together, lads. It's been a long, year and a half, right, of growing this channel, doing Tottenham as a series. And this is the moment we've been waiting for. We're not getting sacked. We're still in the Europa League final, and we're going to lift the Premier League trophy here in season number 2. Burnley deserved it as well. Only 4 defeats all season. A really strong season. I feel like the transfer business has been justified a little bit here because we went with strength in depth. It has allowed me to compete over multiple competitions, which was the biggest thing for me. But there we go. We're going to get to see Harry Kane with these wonderful hair physics lift the Premier League trophy. Is this going to be the only trophy that Harry Kane lifts? Probably not, because we are now going to go and beat Milan and hopefully win the Europa League as well. Hopefully. We're going to do a double. That is my plan. I didn't mind those highlights. I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I've said this before that I hated them, but I actually didn't mind playing both that time round. Definitely easier to say that when you've won the game. Now, there's 2 days in between the Burnley match and the AC Milan match. So as you can imagine, with the title already in the bag, this is the starting 11. Obviously, rotate massively. Mora, Richarlison up top, Kovic getting behind them, Edwards on the right, Destiny on the left, Skip and Lo Celso the centre mids, Timmerkin, Lenley and Tanganga in the back line, and Lloris starts in net. It doesn't really matter, but you want to try and win as many as humanly possible. That's exactly what we do. Richarlison in the 82nd minute means we beat Burnley. So the Premier League table this season, boys, is this. Tottenham Hotspur top, Manchester City in behind us, just 6 points behind Liverpool and Manchester United. Aston Villa up there as well. Remember, they got top 4 last season. Not quite being able to do it again, but they've built a good foundation. I like their squad. Newcastle, they started so well. Eventually just slipped away a little bit. Arsenal will finish in 7th. So conference football for them, I believe. Chelsea down in 10th. Might be time to pick off some of their better players. Chelsea down in 10th. West Ham in 14th. That's crazy to me. Sides going down, though. A freshly promoted Burnley, Norwich, and also Watford going down. And I don't come much bigger than this. It is final day. We're actually playing at Manchester City Stadium as well for this final. That is absolutely mad considering we have just beat them for the Premier League title. And there's going to be no surprises here with the starting 11 because this has been our tried and trusted for the majority of this season. That isn't going to change. Son and Kane up top. Maddison in behind, Kulusevski on the right, Sessegnon on the left, Højbjerg and Bissouma as those 2 CDMs in that pivot. They've been brilliant since we went to actually playing Højbjerg and Bissouma instead of just a normal central midfielder in there. We've been far more defensively sound. Guehi, Romero and Tanganga, I do believe, is our best 3 in the back line at the moment. Romero now up to 88, but Simmerkin, he's chasing. He's right in there. Lafont in there. Here we go then. It is the final. I'm not nervous. You are. Now, we're not going to underestimate AC Milan because they've got a very good squad. They did really well to get here. They're Serie A challengers. That does not make us the betting favourite, although we probably would be. I don't think this is going to be easy. We leaked a few goals, although we are playing very well going forward at the minute. We have leaked a few goals in recent matches, so I need to watch out for that. They've got a strong attack. See if our backline can hold strong in this one. Rafael Leao we get to get a look at as well. He's going to be up against Tanganga, and instantly, Tanganga doing well there. I think that was a foul, but I don't care. We've kept the ball moving. James Maddison now. Can't find the ball through. Højbjerg in the end, trying to play that one into Sessegnon. That was a bit risky, and we already know Højbjerg can't make those kind of passes. That's a great ball into De Castellere. We're going to have to watch out for him. Salamakers will have grown a lot as well, actually, in this series, I imagine. How did Son not get to that there? Salamakers now. Good ball in to Tonali. Another big name player for them. Oh, this is great movement. I don't like this already. Leao into Tonali, and well in Romero. 88 rating now, Romero. I'm really excited to see how he does. Oh, I thought that was the perfect ball. Nuno Mendes is there. Leao, don't let him play it across. Tanganga, great. Romero gets it. It's all over the shop. Just do not concede in this moment. It's a great ball. Salamakers makes it 1-0 AC Milan. Not been too good in cup finals so far, that Manchester City one. I've got a lot of faith that we can get back into this, but it was kind of brewing. We just couldn't get the ball clear. We needed to hoof it out, and we just couldn't. But with Kane and Son up top, you fancy that goals will be a given in this one for Tottenham. Done great there. Kulusevski. Can he get the ball in, though? He can. Harry Kane! Oh, just like that, it's 1-1. Instant reply from Tottenham. Instant reply from Harry Kane, our captain. What ball in from Kulusevski? I feel like Kulusevski kind of flies under the radar a little bit, doesn't he? But that is a superb pass in. Not great defense on show here in the early stages of this cup final. But hey, if we could have a high-scoring cup final, that'd be nice. They're usually very tentative affairs. Leao there played that perfectly to Tonali. And the last thing I want is Tonali being able to get that ball across. This is good. Leao. Oh, he's got such good footwork. I wanted Højbjerg. He's got it in behind. It's surely... Oh, Tanganga, that is perfect. So far, AC Milan dominating possession here, but they're being a little bit lapse. We're back to goal. It's working in my favour. Harry Kane, beautiful. Are they going to just keep leaving Kulusevski wide open? Kulusevski might play a good ball in behind to Son. Needing more pace on it. We might have been in then. Oh no, Romero's giving it away. Oh, he's done brilliantly to win it back. And again, look at that space for Kulusevski. Again and again and again. And that ball into Harry Kane. He's perfect. Shirt being pulled. Does not matter. Harry Kane's shot is going to be saved. Maybe he should have played that one across to Son. That was a big moment. Maddison into Harry Kane. This ball out wide again looks good, but he was surely being pulled there. We're not going to get anything for it. 1-1 at half-time. And it did tighten up very quickly after the 2 early goals. I feel like Harry Kane went clean through, though, didn't he? He should have scored it. And these big Italian sides are naturally good defenders. I'd say AC Milan, though, are very good at going forward with the young talent they've got. It's a really young squad. They're going to keep getting better. That's not the pass I wanted there from Sessegnon. They are going to keep getting better, but we just need to be tight because there's been moments in this match already where I've felt a lot of panic. This could be one of those moments now as they get it out to Leao. Oh, that's great play. Castellere. Romero's done great. And Lafont in the end will save it. Nervy moments at the start of the second half. Really nervy. If anyone's to score here, I want it to be me. What is that? That is terrible defending. We're ball watching, boys. We are ball watching. Sandro Tonali makes it 2-1. Can't believe the ball watching here. They win the first header. Son can't get it. Neither can Bissouma. And then everybody else is ball watching. What's Tanganga doing there? Horrendous defending here in the cup final. Wasn't a position I really feel like we need to make signings, but it might be if we're going to keep defending like that. Harry Kane. Kulusevski, but he's actually going to play that one back to Maddison. Can we get straight back in it again? We can! Oh my god! Every time Milan score, we have an answer. James Maddison makes it 2-2. Good eyes from Harry Kane to find that pass. And a good finish. We haven't really got Son in this one doing much. We haven't enabled him yet. Eventually, as this game goes on, surely Heung-min Son will take over a little bit. That was a touch sloppy. There's a ball into Son there now. And Son's going to play that one back to James Maddison for another. Oh my god! Maddison with a brace. It's 3-2. He signed for Tottenham for these moments. It was a big deal when we announced it and a big deal when we did it. James Maddison may just have given us the Europa League trophy. Fantastic from him, and Son finally having something in this game. And it was a great pass into Mads. Mero. Yeah, he could pull that one back. Oh, we've got great movement. Maddison. Oh, that's beautiful. Harry Kane, captain. Oh, he can't get off his shot. I think he was offside. He will have been. Substitutions for Milan now. Not a surprise. They're going to try get themselves the goal back. But at this stage, Tottenham Hotspur will be Europa League champions. Kulusevski. Kulusevski. Set across to Heung-min Son. That's a great turn from Son. Oh, he can run as well. Heung-min Son finally showing what he can do. Heung-min Son maybe has just won the Europa League for Tottenham Hotspur. I said he's not really done out in this match. We've just not been able to get him into good positions. But how does he score from there? His poor goalkeeping, charging out, did not spread his legs wide, and we can just slot it home. There are tired legs on this pitch for us now. Kulusevski comes off for Spence, and Skip's going to come on for Bissouma. But at 4-2, I actually think we've gone and done it. I really do. At 2-1, earlier in this half, I thought, oh no, we're in trouble. But defended well and managed to break them down when needed. And what a set of goals that is. Oh, they're leaving gaps now. For the first time, they are leaving gaps now. Heung-min Son. That one into Maddison. Let's send them back across to Son. There's going to be space for Son to run into. Son has pace to run into. Manningham will save it and not give him that kind of space. Not with the season he's been having. You can guarantee that Son and Harry Kane are not leaving this pitch. They're lifting a trophy as Harry Kane couldn't generate any power on that. Oh, this is lovely. Look at how much he's opened up. Heung-min Son will play that one across to the unlikely hero of Højbjerg. And Højbjerg makes it 5. Milan have pushed for the game, and he's left them wide open at the back towards the end of this match. Højbjerg's going to make it 5-2. It's not going to tell the story of the game, this scoreline, one bit whatsoever. There was a brief moment there where it looked like we weren't going to win this trophy, but we have been so good all season at just getting goals when needed. And Højbjerg, that is an unreal finish. He was someone who I didn't like in Season 1. A lot of you guys question why he weren't being played more, but he's ended up being a bit of a star of this series for me. On now. Good turn of pace again from him. What's he going to do now in this position? I'll cut inside. Oh, Son is being brilliant. And that was nearly 6. And we'll whip it back across. And the keeper will hold it. There is the final whistle. It is a double for Tottenham Hotspur. we go on and win the Europa League as well as the Premier League. What a moment for the boys. Harry Kane's going to get to lift another trophy. I can't believe how the match broke down in the end. Maddison with 2 back-to-back. Son and Højbjerg capping this one off. That was an insane second half of football from us when we played so poorly in reality in the first half and at the start of the second half. But unlucky for Milan in this one. We do know that when teams come at us, when teams start to attack us, we can break them down with the talent that we have on the pitch. If you find open spaces with this squad, we are going to cause you a lot of problems. But there is the moment again. Mr. Harry Kane, Sir Harry Kane, obviously at this stage, lifting the Europa League trophy next to Heung-min Son. Their partnership this season has been so impactful. It's been so important for us to have a good year. This group of Tottenham players will probably go down in history. 2 trophies in 1 season after such a long wait, and it could have been much, much more with a cup final in there as well. Nearly a treble. But we are on track. There are trophies now in the cabinet. And I can't wait to see what we could do with this team in season number 3. Elsewhere though, Manchester City did have a double as well. They won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Liverpool also lifted the Champions League. So English sides dominating in Europe. They beat PSG in the final. And we see Getafe lifting the Conference League. Be interesting to see what they get up to next season. And maybe we meet them in the Champions League. But before we finish the episode, let's see how everyone got on this year. Hugo Lloris going down by 3, but still playing 28 games, up by 3, full of fun, 35 appearances. Lenley 37, the perfect rotation player in my opinion. Gahey up by 3, 36 appearances. Tanganga, I mean, it was a good year for him. I feel like he should have grown more. 50-50 on what we do. Do we need another centre-back next season? We've got a good group of centre-backs. We have just won some major tournaments. So do we even need to improve in that area? Lamperty will most likely be sold next season. Spence, I can't convert him, but I still enjoy using him as a right mid. 43 appearances, 3 goals and 4 assists. Standout season for me, for Højbjerg. He was brilliant this year. He really was at 28. Going absolutely nowhere and going up by 1. Oliver Skip up by 1. Hopefully we keep getting more game time. White went up by 2 there out on loan. Destiny up by 6. Breakout season for him. 5 assists, 2 goals. Getting a lot of rotation with Sessegnon, who went up 2 himself. I actually think Destiny's going to surpass Sessegnon probably next season. Perisic down by 5, but we already knew he was going to leave the club. We just wanted to give him one last season here. Brian Kiel actually went up by 2. Out on loan, so he could play right and left mid, so maybe we don't need to improve those positions. Luka Modric's down by 3, but let's be honest, we signed him as a fan favourite. We were reminiscing of the good times that he had at Tottenham, and I was happy to have him around, and he'll continue to be around at least for 1 more season. The Celso went up by 1. He was decent. I didn't mind using him, but I do feel like we'll get good money for him, and we'll probably sell him next season. Sumer up by 1, unbelievable season. Him and Højbjerg next to each other is perfect. Illich went up by 3 out on loan to AC Milan, so I genuinely think we bring him back next season and give him an opportunity. Probably convert him to a cam. Sarr up by 2 out on loan. I think he's got another year of that loan, though. Edwards only up by 1. I want to see a bit more growth next season, but still a good year for him. 7 assists and 4 goals. Vichka up by 1. Hopefully getting more game time, but he still played 22 games, 4 goals and 2 assists. Huge season for England start James Maddison. Obviously, has his call up to the World Cup in real life. 15 goals, 13 assists. Banging year for him. Kulusevski, 12 assists, 7 goals. Brilliant for him as well. Lucas Moura with 8 and 5 assists. Just a perfect sub player. I'm glad we gave him another year's contract. I might even give him another year after this because he's just perfect to bring on and gets a goal, and at 31 is still going up. Richarlison up by 1, 22 goals this season. Actually a solid season for Richarlison. At 27, very good year. Harry Kane with 32 goals and 7 assists. Unbelievable considering he was injured for a brief period of time as well. Ivan Toney, not a bad year. I don't know if he's the answer, but not a bad year as a backup striker. 8 assists. I think that's the big thing to take from this year, and 7 goals. Scarlett went up by 3 out on loan, and Troy Parrott. A lot of you want me to give Scarlett game time next season, so I think that's what we'll do, and we won't sign another striker. But let's be honest, there was only one standout player this season, and it's probably the best season I've had for one individual player in a series, and in my entire time playing FIFA, and that is Heung-min Son. 23 assists and 44 goals this season. Unbelievable. I mentioned it. It's Ronaldo. It's Messi-esque. It is that level of play that we have seen from Heung-min Son this season. And he is an integral part of why Tottenham Hotspur now have 2 brand new trophies sat in the cabinet. Guys, that's going to be it for this season. Make sure to be starting to get your transfer suggestions down below. I won't be recording the new season for at least a day or 2, so you guys will have an opportunity to get feedback in on players that you think will improve this current squad for a Champions League campaign. That's going to be a lot more difficult than playing Europa League and Premier League at the same time. I can guarantee you that. Thank you very much for the support on this season. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you for the start of season number 3.